I have to clarify something from the last video. Alright guys, so there were a few comments in the last video when talking about the bird flu being airborne. And a lot of people were like, it's propaganda, it's this, it's that. And I guess I missed stating something. I guess that's why a lot of people said what they said. It does not matter, and it's irrelevant what you think this is. So whether you believe in it or not, that's irrelevant. What they're going to do for the next event is they're going to go into overdrive. They're going to make sure that people are scared. They're going to make sure people are going to panic. They want everybody, guys, to be on board and fall in line a lot faster this time around. So if it's real and a lot of people wind up passing away, that's going to scare a lot of people into submission. That's the whole basis of it. Now, the airborne thing, I think, is just a point for them to make it spread faster via media and on the news. Now, whether or not people get sick or not, that's an entirely different ballgame. And unfortunately, we have to wait to see what happens. We cannot write this off as fake. Because if you do, you're going to be that person. If you do, and this is real, you're going to be that person crying into your camera, wishing they would have never treated it as such. What you do is you treat it as it's a real thing. You treat the threat as it's real. Like anybody in the prepper community, you're supposed to treat all threats as a real threat. Get your information, get your data, and then adjust accordingly. Don't sit there and haphazardly be like, it's fake, it's not real, fuck it, and then you get sick. Because I have a theory, guys, that they're waiting for people like you to write this off as nothing, get sick, and then pass away, because that's what they want. This, guys, is, again, the point to this video is that don't write it off completely, but don't pander to it too. Because, again, believing in it or not, irrelevant. They're going to do so much shit. They're going to scare so many people. They're going to have what happened before, again, a lot harder. It's going to be like 1,000 times. There are going to be so many scared people. People are going to be scared to be next to one another. 6 feet apart isn't going to do it. People are going to shut down in their homes. They're going to have people locking in their homes and only coming out to get what they need, if they even allow to do that. And that's for them. Because those are the people who are going to lock down. The people who are going to listen, those are the people who are going to play the game and be like, we can't get out because today's not our day. This is not our time to go out. They're going to start doing shit like that. Sort of like Songbird, right? Where you had your phone and they told you to measure your temperature, measure your daily this. And if they didn't, they picked you up, then they put you in a stadium or whatever it was in the movie. Same thing, guys. I can see the same thing happening. Excuse me. Not that it is the same thing. I can see the same thing happening. Am I buying a lot of this shit? No. But am I treating the threat as it could be real? Absolutely. Because I do not want to be caught with my pants down. There is, guys, some real diseases out there. Real ones. And whatever might happen, I want to check the situation out first, look at it, and adjust accordingly. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to sit there and throw fucking, caution into the wind and be like, fuck it. Don't do that, because that's what they want. They want you to throw caution in the wind and live life haphazardly so that when you get sick, you're the one who was resisting the first time. Now you're not resisting anymore because you're gone. Now, if this happens to be fake, which I'm sort of toying with the notion that it might be, but again, I'm doing my own research, that doesn't matter whether it's fake or not. Because if it is, it doesn't matter. People are going to be scared of you. People are going to be scared to go near you. People are going to be scared to talk to you. Forget about going to work. They're going to do that shit again where you're not going to go to work. You're going to work from home. You're going to have family members separating from you in your own home. It's going to get a lot worse than people think if, in fact, guys, this thing does get away from them and it turns into a runaway freight train. If it does, all bets are off. I mean, and when the next arm ticket, which they have developed, guys, they already have it developed. They have the bird flu arm ticket standing on standby, waiting to rock and roll, waiting for the big pharma companies to start going, all right, we need some money. Let's release this thing. My theory with that is the reason why they're sitting on it now and they're not releasing it to the public to take, I think they want mass inoculations. They want like a bigger mass of people to take this so that people start dying off and or getting sick faster together. So then there's nothing you could do about it. You can't turn around and go, oh, I didn't want it, because everybody took it for the most part at once. Instead of doing what they did with Mr. 19, they gave people over a year, 2 years to take it, 3. Some people are still taking it. And now people are, as we're seeing, getting sick. Cancer rates are skyrocketing. People are dying for no reason. I think that the bird flu on ticket is going to be a lot worse. I think that's what they have in store for us. But again, I wanted to do this video to make the point, guys, that it's irrelevant of what you think. What they're going to do is they're going to make it a lot harder for us to live. My other point that I also should have made in the video was assess the situation, get all your information in, see what's going on, and then make your call. Don't just make your call because it's the government. Because the government, it will trick you guys into tricking you to making you believe something is fake. They've done it before. They will do it again. Adjust accordingly. That's all I'm saying. Other than that, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.